Well, hello and welcome to this week's reflections for weeks 7 and 8. For this week, I'll be discussing about three articles. They'll be covering different amount of topics. One of them will talk about a new FDA approved device called the Maestro device. We will also be talking about a new trend with kiosk studios popping up. They're workout studios that require no personal trainer or anything of that nature. And then also talk about a video that I saw called Exergaming Station, which takes a new spin on video games and making them more active for the population. And you'll see how this little twist can encourage people to become active and play more of these games. So let's step right into this presentation. So the Maestro device. I was looking at an article from the LA Times, and it was talking about a new FDA-approved weight loss device. This device will be available for the population that has a BMI between 35 and 45, and who have at least one other related obese condition, such as a type 2 diabetes or high cholesterol, things of that nature. The thing that's so unique about the Maestro device is that its success rate, first of all, and then also that it would be like inserted inside of the body, be using electrical leads implanted just above the stomach, and a regulator carried under the skin near the rib cage. So this device would work in a way that it will send impulses to your stomach, and it'll suppress the messages that cue hunger and ready the stomach for food. So essentially, it'll send electrical currents and make someone feel less hungry, feel full sooner, and to feel full for longer amounts of time. So the trend we'll see with this device will be most people eat less and lose weight. That's the whole point of this device, is to lose weight. The very interesting thing about it is that it's very high success rate, and it's also more affordable than the average weight loss surgery type of thing. So that's also a plus. As shown in the article, in a 12-month clinical trial, 38% of subjects who received the device lost a quarter of their weight, and at least 52.5% lost 20% of their excess weight, which is a huge turnaround for weight loss. I personally think this device is very helpful and will be helpful in the future, and it's definitely like a useful tool for like hospitals and clinics to have, so they can do this more safer and also cheaper alternative. But I definitely think it's very unique that this has come out around now, just because of like the heightened awareness around type 2 diabetes and obesity and the rise of it all. So I think this device will definitely be in use in the near future, and hopefully it'll be successful as it's supposed to be. So that device will be coming out soon, and there'll probably be more about it and more of a trend as the future goes on. But the next thing that we'll be talking about is kiosks popping around nowadays for gyms. Instead of your typical gym type of thing, you'll be going. People will now have the option to go to kiosks. So that'll be my next topic that I'll be speaking about, which will be about kiosk studios workouts on demand. So companies have been kind of like investing in this in a way that they'll be available for any person who's subscribed to these kiosks or has like a membership to them, and they're pretty much like studios where you can go and work out anytime that you want. You don't need a personal trainer. You don't need people to be around. You can literally just go to the kiosk and work out with friends or by yourself. And the unique thing is you don't need a personal trainer. And it also helps like with people who also have like certain needs or whatever type of thing, that they don't like being watched, or they don't like going to the gym because there's so many people around, or because it's new, and you always have those intimidating factors from other people who go there a lot. So this will definitely be available for people who want more privacy and want something more interactive. There's like subscriptions from different companies such as Beachbody on Demand that release subscriptions. You don't even have to leave your home to do some of these things. So it's just more about convenience. And now it's just like I said, it will eliminate things like such as like challenges and going to the gym, saying you don't have enough time. Now you will have time because you can make the time yourself with these kiosks. And it's crazy that only 4 of these are available in New York State so far, but definitely there's going to be a rising trend in that, I believe, because it's just more convenient to work out. You're in a kiosk, you can go anytime you want. You can turn on a video of about anything. You can do cycling or just a body circuit workout, TRX, whatever, that's available for you at your disposal. So it'll be very useful for people to use in the future. And now this will lead me to my next topic, which is the Exergame station. The cool thing about this is that so you think of Dance Dance Revolution, and it's more of like you're moving on your feet, you're active, you're having fun and all that stuff. Um, but this takes kind of a different twist to it. So it's kind of like Dance Dance Revolution, but with kickboxing, which is pretty cool because instead of just moving your feet along, to the pattern, you're kicking or punching the analogs to a song of your choice. You can upload your song, any song you want, and you can just make up the pattern yourself. So it'll be easier for you and more convenient for you to become active. It's instead of your general, lifting weights or doing your circuits, yoga, you're doing something that you can enjoy or something you want to learn or just something fun. It's kickboxing. You get to release your self-esteem, um, release like emotions. And I think this is definitely, it works on flexibility and it gets you stronger. So it's definitely a plus, and it's still a workout, but it's also a game. So it'll kind of motivate people more to go to the gym and be active if they're not under the impression of the usual, oh, I'm just working out, I got to lift weights. This will be more of like they can spend time, they can do it with friends, they can upload the music they want and upload the patterns, make it as hard as they want or more chillax, relax as they want. But it's more about comfort and what works for them and just the new technology that's coming out, which is crazy to believe now that we have like we can use mats for video games and kickboxing. I don't know. It's just very eye-opening nowadays seeing all this new technology towards exercise and fitness. I definitely think this week's round of reflections is very interesting just because of the lineup, going from the device to the kiosks to Exergame stations. Like it's all kind of just going in order. It's all coming all together, and it's kind of cool to see, and it's very helpful for people to see these types of things so they can see their alternatives, and it's definitely helpful to me, just reflecting on these things and doing research, like kind of the things that are available for so many other people. So thank you for listening to this week's round of reflections. I hope it was as helpful as it was to me to just learn about these things, and stay tuned for new content soon next week and this week as well.